Yo, we back. That like button, man. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. Yo, man, sleep the black people, man. We finally smartening it up, man. D money. Yo, we finally smartening up, man. Edward, what it do? We still got some work to do, y'all. We still got people that's caught in the matrix. But we getting there, man. I'm saying progress. I'm saying progress, man. At least when it comes down to politics and the games that's being played. JB, a lot of people was calling this guy out for being a fraud. You know, Paul Lovebird, or whatever the fuck his name is, Love Song. Fuck that boy name is Paul Lovebird, something. Hold on, fuck that name is. Yeah, we saying progress, yo. People smartening up. Yo, one of the biggest red flags that people should have paid attention to was the fact that Charlemagne and my son ain't speak on him. And it just shows you, yo, who these guys really are and who they align with. Yo, these guys, that's so-called speakers in the community, don't have no problem with running the play on us, man. They don't have no problem with it. Yo, how big as loud as Charlemagne the God voice is, I know he's seen what was going on with this Black Panther dude. This been going on for days now. He still has not spoke on it. My son. Every post is about police brutality and ICE. He still has not spoke on it. That lets you know that this guy is a part of them. He a part of them. It's like Umar Johnson. It's a part of them. Yo, we gotta stop allowing these people to give us these guys, man. Because they not who we think they is. Now you find out this Black Panther chairman dude was a gang member at one point. Looked like he was a part of the Nation of Islam at another point. Like, yo, this nigga is a fucking actor. He's an actor. And I think he's part of Black Lives Matter. He's a Black Lives Matter actor / FBI agent. He all three. 3 in 1. Then you find out, like, it's crazy how, yo, they trying so hard to get black people involved in this ICE situation. Yo, like, yo, this is like, and it's not working. Overall, it's not working. So salute the black people, yo, for smartening up. But they are still trying. And I think this Black Panther move that they tried was, in their mind, they thought they struck gold. But they don't realize, yo, that, you know, people ain't as dumb as they used to be. We not as ignorant to politics as we used to be. Because that's all this is, yo. They're playing politics. Politics is evil. You know, politics is dirty. This is what politics is, man. It's about manipulating the people into believing that might not necessarily be true. That's what it always been about. That's why I say don't fall too deep into that political game, you know, Democrat or Republican. Because what's going on in Minnesota? Minnesota is ran by Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and these antagonist groups. Yo, one of the things that happened, y'all, during the whole George Floyd situation, during the rise of Black Lives Matter, is that some of these people got in the office. You know, they became senators. They became lawyers. They became judges. They became councilmen. Like, that's really what's going on. In Minnesota, it looks like it runs deep in Minnesota and in Portland. But it's not just there. You understand? It's in a lot of these cities. Might be in my city. You know, they allow these guys to get in the office, man. So it's easier for them to push their narrative and push their agenda and allow riots and things to go on because they're part of it. Because it's all political. It's all about power. And if I gotta fool y'all to gain power, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And people like my son and Charlemagne and all these other so-called people that's speaking on the community, they're part of it, man. They know what's going on. But they ain't on the play. So, we just had a judge in Minnesota get arrested. Civil rights attorney. That's the narrative. Civil rights attorney arrested. Hold on. Yeah, but we don't know who she is. Yeah, she might be a civil rights attorney, but she might be Black Lives Matter too. She might be Antifa too. And this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. Yo, don't fall victim to this. Don't fall victim to this. When they show you a black face and be like, look, what's going on? Because you don't know who this person is for real. They ain't what you think they are. They're not who you think they are, man. Now that's an AI image. This is her really getting arrested right here. So they show us these stories or these images in order for us to, have some type of emotion, show some type of emotion behind it. But you don't know who these people are, man. Just because they black, that don't mean they on the side of black people. Black Lives Matter was never in the business of helping black people. So when you align yourself to Black Lives Matter, then you're not in the business of helping black people. It don't matter if you're a civil rights attorney. It don't matter if you're an activist. It don't matter if you're a motherfucking influencer. It don't matter if you're a podcaster. None of that matters, yo. It don't matter if you black. And that's what we got to get better with recognizing, yo, when we see these things, man. I said a while ago, it's been a lot of black politicians being arrested. Now, mainstream media will convince you that look what they're doing. They're arresting black women and men that's in politics. Nah, yo, but you don't know who these people are, man. That's why they being arrested. That's why they being targeted, because they probably should have never been in office. They probably should have never been in office, man. Yeah, once you align yourself with Black Lives Matter, you're an enemy. Straight up. So you got this situation in Minnesota. So remember the other day, y'all, we covered a story out of Minnesota where a guy said that they was riding. Matter of fact, hold on, before I get to that, look at this. This is another one they just tried to pull. But they trying to trick us with this narrative that black people is being attacked. So look at this.
They took me, they arrested and detained me for 2 days, and I was put in county jail. ICE came, they came out of their cars, they asked me to see my ID, and while they were asking me to see the ID, that man, he called me the N-word. They pushed me hard. They used a lot of violence. My body still hurts. I got a concussion. It's really hard for me to speak because of that concussion. And I was screaming. I was crying. I was so scared. I've never been arrested in my life. I don't have a criminal record. I have a clean record. I was literal cuffs put on my legs, cuffs on my hands, and I was actually detained with a Native American woman. And God bless her heart, she went through a lot too. She was also detained by ICE, and she was also a U.S. citizen, and like me. And she had gashes on her face. They shattered her windows. She had blood on her jeans, her corduroy jeans, and she was crying because she was so scared that, because she was with her dog, she was so scared that her dog got hurt. She was so scared for her life. We were both crying together. We were holding each other tight, and I'll never forget, like, the fear that we both felt in our hearts that day. And I'm requesting to be traded to the ward.
Yo. She might be an American citizen, but it's obvious that she's not a black American, if that makes sense to people. Whenever they start playing politics, I don't have no sympathy for none of that shit, for real. Because it's dirty, y'all. And it's predatory. And it's designed to stir up emotion. So I just look at it and be like, damn, that's crazy. And keep it moving. Now, whatever was done to this woman is crazy. It's fucked up. But what the citizens of Minnesota need to be trying to do is they need to be fighting against Antifa and Black Lives Matter, because they're the reason that ICE is even down there. It ain't really so much so the immigrants. It's about the antagonists. The antagonist is what brought ICE to Minnesota. That's what happened. So the residents of Minnesota need to be trying to get them motherfuckers out of there, because they're the ones that's causing the confusion. They're the ones that's causing the problems. They are the reason that ICE is down there enforcing this immigration shit. They're the reason that ICE is down there causing a disturbance, because they was causing a disturbance first. That's what's going on, y'all. So then, a couple days ago, we did a video, right? This is a major story. You know, this is part of the narrative that black people was being attacked, right? Where a guy was on the news, and he was talking about he was riding through the protest. And, you know, we called that out off the rip. What are you doing riding through the protest with kids in the car? He said there's kids in the car, 6 kids. And he's riding through the protest because he turned down the wrong street and he couldn't back up. Whole bunch of bullshit. You feel me? Because if you ever been in a city where protests occurred, you know where the protest is at. You know where to stay away from. I'm from Baltimore. I remember the Freddie Gray riots, and I knew exactly where they was at. So if I didn't want to involve myself in that situation, then I knew not to go nowhere near the riots, right? And it's the same thing everywhere. These riots are contained to certain areas, certain pockets of the city. You know where they are. So him saying that he turned down the wrong street and he was there by mistake, yo, that is a fucking lie. And then his wife or girlfriend gets on the news and give a different account of the story than him. I don't know how many people caught that. But they was running this play because a smoke grenade or something blew up next to him, and they posed and injured their 6-month-old child. Now you got a YouTuber putting it out that, yo, this was a whole lie.
They kidnapped me. They took...
The news broadcasted a whole lie. See, people got to understand, yo, these news organizations are ran by a particular group of people. I think it's like 95 or 97% of the media is ran by 3 people or some shit like that, or 3 organizations. Whatever it is, you can look it up. And you don't know what these people political affiliations is. And these people that's running the news, they don't have no say-so of the news that they put out. So if it come up top, like, look, I need you to run this story, they're going to run the story. It don't matter if it's true or false. So look. Let me show y'all something. My man Barlow sent this to me. Look at this.
Tonight's deep dive, we're focusing on ICE enforcement in Minneapolis and one family's experience that's getting national attention.
We have some serious news right now. ICE tear gassed a vehicle that included a 6-month-old baby, causing the baby to be sent to the hospital. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, according to the New York Times, Sean and Destiny Jackson, parents to 6 children, were driving in Minneapolis, Minnesota, when a tear gas canister shot by ICE agents exploded underneath their vehicle. I was screaming.
Look who's reporting it. Alexandria Cortez. Another one. Black Lives Matter. Another one that's Black Lives Matter, y'all. You gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. They playing politics.
My oldest son, Sean, I'm like, get out, get out. Like, I can't, Mom, and I can't breathe. I was getting him mouth to mouth, and I remember stopping, and I said, I will give you all my breath till you get yours back, because...
You gotta be fucking kidding me. So you know that couple out of Minneapolis that said their baby, their 6-month-old baby, almost died because ICE agents tear gassed their vehicle, that they were just trying to get home? Guess what? That was a straight lie.
So a Minneapolis family raised about $200,000 claiming that ICE tear gassed their baby while they were innocently driving home from a basketball game. Tragic story, obviously, right? National news coverage, CBS, everybody. Except there's videos of both parents at the protest 45 minutes before they even called 911. And the mom, she's a convicted felon from a murder case that happened during a robbery. Apparently, it was her idea. So we have a lot to talk about. We have some receipts. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, I want to give props to Crime Watch Minneapolis on X. They did all the heavy lifting on this investigation. They're the ones who found the video evidence, dug through the court records, and tracked down the timeline inconsistencies. I saw this on X yesterday and I said I have to talk about this. While major news outlets are just running with the sob story, Crime Watch was actually doing some real journalism, pulling receipts and checking the facts. So everything I'm going to show you, they broke it down first. So follow them, support their work, because this is what actual investigating reporting looks like. So before we even jump into the story, I'm going to show you the CBS story, and we're going to watch the reaction from the husband explaining what happened. And then we'll get into what really happened.
He an innocent child. All my kids are innocent.
They didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
Can you so your kids were in the back of this car?
My kids was in the back. My wife was in the front seat. I was pulling off. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all, do y'all remember when we watched this?
Were down?
I said, yo, he probably Black Lives Matter. But y'all remember? Who remember when we watched this story originally? I said, man, he probably Black Lives Matter. And I'm telling you, that's who these people is, yo. Minnesota residents need to be trying to get people out. I'm telling you. I guarantee you get these people out, you won't be saying all this shit that's going on right now.
The windows weren't even down. That window was down.
Right.
But I was doing something. I rolled my window down. But look.
So how did the ICE agents get mace into your car?
It was the officer that was standing right here that threw it.
He threw the mace?
Yes, he threw the mace.
And
I don't know if it came from the bottom, came through the vest, but my car just filled up like a caught on fire.
And your kids?
My kids can't breathe. They're at the hospital.
Your kids are in hospital, and how old are they?
11, 7, two 4-year-olds, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-year-old.
What do you make of ICE?
I don't like them. I don't even participate with them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, just show how they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Someone else has been shot in this neighborhood tonight.
Innocent people, innocent kids. Mm-hmm. To the point, it's like, it's getting unsafe.
Will your kids be okay?
I don't know. My 7-year-old couldn't breathe. He got rushed to the hospital by the ambulance.
That must be...
Yo, we clear? Yeah, let me know if we not clear, y'all. Oh my God. Let me know if we not clear. Yeah, you know we pay, yo. All these, everything, yo. That's why I said, man, believe some of what you see and none of what you hear, yo. A lot of this shit is paid promo. They're trying to trick black people into getting involved in this shit that ain't got nothing to do with us, yo, because they know that we're a fight. You know, they know that we're a fight. But what I'm noticing with black people this time is that we smartening up. We're not falling for it this time. We're not falling for it this time, man. Hold on.
It's utterly terrifying for you.
Yes. He got rushed to the hospital by the ambulance.
Did you tell the officers what they've done?
Yeah, I was arguing with the officer to call the ambulance for 5 minutes.
He wouldn't call the ambulance for you?
No, he told me to call them back and get them on the line.
Could he see that you had your baby?
Yeah, he knew that they was in the car. He told another protester to stop talking, let him talk. He knew that they was in the car. He didn't even try to help.
You must be furious.
Yes, I'm mad as hell. Now it's gonna be hell on wheels. They definitely gonna have to pay for it. He an innocent child. All my kids are innocent.
They didn't ask for this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Same thing that happened. Me trying to pull off. See how they just.
We were leaving South Minneapolis from our.
Yo, that's crazy, right? That's the same thing Seti Nash did on the news when he had that. Seti Nash is a crisis act. I believe that shit now because she just finished his story for him, just like that the person did for Seti Nash when he said boom, boom, boom.
Our son's basketball game at
Yeah, they got
Anderson Middle
crisis actors
School.
As
online, y'all.
the night unfolded,
We started to see, lights and stuff.
one North Minneapolis family trying to make their way home.
Like, even trying to leave, I couldn't go backwards, forward. None of it. It was like I was just stuck.
Destiny and Sean Jackson, along with their 6 kids, had just left a nearby grocery store after the game when they turned onto Lyndale. Sean says they tried to take a side street after they saw the crowds.
There's nothing we can do if it's blocked off.
Sean and Destiny say they were stuck between crowds of protesters and law enforcement. When law enforcement tried to disperse the crowd,
All we heard was boom, and every airbag deployed.
they say a flashbang went off near their car as tear gas enveloped them.
Then I was screaming to my oldest son, Sean. I'm like, get out. Like, I can't, Mom, and I can't breathe.
Destiny says bystanders pulled her into a home to check on her as she screamed that her 6-month-old child was still in the car.
He was just like lifeless, like he had like foam like around his mouth, and he had tears coming out his eyes. I was getting him out to mouth, and I remember stopping and I said, I will give you all my breath till you get yours back, because
This is all a lie, y'all.
nobody wants to see their kids like that.
The family was taken to the hospital, all now okay.
Like, my kids' stuff is still in the car. My son's school stuff.
A family on their way home, caught in chaos. So you see right there, Destiny and Sean Jackson told the media this would happen on January 14th. They were leaving their son's basketball game at Anderson Middle School in South Minneapolis. It was supposed to be a peaceful family night. 6 kids in the car, ages 11, 7, 4, 2, 2-year-olds, and a 6-month-old infant. According to their GoFundMe, and I'm reading this directly, they were innocent bystanders driving through what should have been a peaceful protest. They claim a tear gas canister rolled underneath their truck, lifted it off the ground, airbags deployed, doors locked themselves, and the car was filled with tear gas. Their infant stopped breathing. Destiny says that she performed CPR, gave the baby mouth to mouth. Bystanders pull her to safety. Absolutely terrifying story. That CBS News came to their house, filmed the entire segment, national coverage, and you see the GoFundMe reaching over $200,000 in donations. One problem though, actually several problems. So let me know when you watch those 2 stories, let me know if you noticed some things that just didn't work well. But first, the basketball game at middle school started at 5 p.m. You can check the school schedule, it's all public record. The 911 call about the baby dispatched at 9:22 p.m.
Engine 4 to respond for now. On the corner of 23rd and Lyndale Avenue North, we got a report of a baby that's been exposed to tear gas at 404 India. Engine 4, we got a report to 626 23rd Avenue North, a baby that's been exposed to tear gas.
That's 4 hours between the game starting and the emergency. Even if the game ran long, I don't know.
My fucking screen ain't clear. Hold on. All this was a lie, y'all. But you can tell it's a lie. You can tell it's a lie because they told 2 different stories on the news.
They had 4 or 5 overtimes. Let's say it ended at 7 p.m. That is still over 2 hours. This is not an NBA regulation game. Usually boys' games don't take that long to finish. So this is where it gets interesting. Video footage from that night, timestamped from multiple sources, shows that Destiny and Sean Jackson was at the protest, just walking around. They were chilling with other protesters. That timestamp was around 8:30 to 8:45 p.m.
On the north side, get up and get ready. Everybody get their guns out. Let's go.
Look at y'all.
I'm on that. This ain't Whipple. This ain't Whipple. This ain't no La La Land. This my hood now. Y'all in my... Oh, I thought that was the mic. They doing flashbangs on both sides. Now, white folks, y'all on the north side where black people have been feeling this for the last 400 years. Now, for 400 years, we dealt with this. And now, y'all are in our hood. And this ain't Whipple. I'm telling y'all right now, on my kids, this ain't Whipple. We finna send this bitch up to the moon, and motherfuckers is gonna die over here on my kids. No, listen. Real deaths. Real deaths. Real deaths. I'm not, see Operation
Look at her. Look at her. At the protest.
That's 45 minutes before 911 called about their baby not breathing. So where were the other 6 kids during this time, including the infant? It seems like they were in the car, unattended, at a riot. They left 6 children, the youngest being 6 months old, alone in a vehicle where they participated in a protest they knew was getting volatile. Mind you, that was a situation where Renee Good was killed by an ICE officer. Why would you have your kids in that situation where you knew that emotions were high and people were looking for blood, basically? Why would you have your kids unattended in that car? The second problem, the stories don't match up. You can see what Sean Jackson told me in his first interview versus what they put on that GoFundMe, because the stories don't line up. The first interview says, my wife was in the front seat and he was pulling off. He claims he rolled his window down. Says the mace and tear gas came through the window.
My wife was in the front seat. I was pulling off.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch it to the car. I gotta go to work. The stories don't add up, y'all. We called it out from the beginning. We called it out from the beginning. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck? Man, they pushing false narratives, man. Look, here go Alexander. Oh shit, I started over.
The fun just keeps going forward.
Hey, like my kids stuff is still in the car.
He was just like lifeless, like.
Sean and Destiny say they were stuck between crowds of protesters.
Floor to respond for now.
This ain't Whipple.
Car. The second problem, riot. They left 6 children, the young.
Alright, we're gonna start back right here. Hold on, y'all. Get my black mouth together so I can get on this road. But yeah, though, man. Yo, don't believe, yo. Whenever you see protests and riots, man, it's best to just stay out of that shit. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't like it used to be, yo. It ain't like the 80s. I think the last organic protest or last organic riot was Freddie Gray. I think everything after Freddie Gray was staged, orchestrated. I think everything after Freddie Gray was orchestrated. With paid antagonists. Paid actors. And we're gonna get back to this this Black Panther dude too. Because he ain't that at all. He's one of them. He's just like them. Another paid actor. Another paid actor who they try to put on the news or put in the forefront to rally black people up to participate in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with us. And it's all political. It's all political, y'all. It's all about politics. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright, so I'm just gonna let it play.
Not breathing. So where were the other 6 kids during this time, including the infant? It seems like they were in the car, unattended, at a riot. They left 6 children, the youngest being 6 months old, alone in a vehicle where they participated in a protest they knew was getting volatile. Mind you, that was a situation where Renee Good was killed by an ICE officer. Why would you have your kids in that situation where you knew that emotions were high and people were looking for blood, basically? Why would you have your kids unattended in that car? The second problem, the stories don't match up. You can see what Sean Jackson told the media in his first interview versus what they put on that GoFundMe, because the stories don't line up. The first interview says, my wife was in the front seat and he was pulling off. He claims he rolled his window down. says the mace and tear gas came through the window.
My wife was in the front seat. I was pulling off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look.
And your windows were down?
No, my windows weren't even down. That window was down.
Right.
But I was doing something. I rolled my window down. But look.
So how did the ICE agents get mace into your car?
It was the officer that's standing right here that threw it.
He threw the mace?
Yes, he threw the mace.
And
I don't know if it came from the bottom.
The problem is, the GoFundMe says the tear gas canister rolled underneath the truck, and the truck lifted off the ground, and airbags were deployed, doors were locked, and the car was full with gas. The news story version says a flash went off near the car with the airbags deployed. Destiny was pulled into a home by bystanders while screaming, "My baby was in the car."
Sean and Destiny say they were stuck between crowds of protesters and law enforcement. When law enforcement tried to disperse the crowd,
all we heard was boom, and every airbag deployed.
they say a flashbang went off near the
Bystanders need to pull her into a house. Why was she separated from the vehicle? Unless she wasn't in the vehicle, because the video shows that she's just walking around outside among the protesters, away from the car that would have been parked somewhere. This story keeps changing depending on who's asking and when. The third problem, in the interview, Sean Jackson explicitly says, and I quote, "I don't participate with ... He's denying being a part of the protest, said that they were just trying to drive through. Except there's video of his wife at the protests. There's footage of them walking around. He told the local news that he was not participating in the protest, while there's video evidence of him participating in the protests.
What do you make of ICE?
I don't like her. I don't even participate with them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this just show how they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Someone else has been shot in this neighborhood tonight.
Innocent people, innocent kids.
When you look at the video, you see the mother walk around. They're sharing the same identical sweatshirt. So something is off right here. And the problem is, it gets even worse. Who is Destiny Jackson? Well, when you dig into who she is, public records, court documents, all available online, turns out Destiny Jackson used to be Destiny Bradshaw. In 2019, a 20-year-old Malik Smith was fatally shot during a robbery in North Minneapolis. But here's the thing, this wasn't just some robbery gone wrong. Destiny Bradshaw set him up. She catfished Malik Smith on Facebook, posing as a marijuana seller. She lured him into a location. When his car door didn't open, her accomplice, James Moore, shot him in the back. Malik Smith died.
She a Fed agent. That's why, remember I was saying the other day when I was talking about the Minnesota dude. I said we need to put up his his federal, what the fuck that shit is, yo. They tell me they got his fuck was that shit? His federal number or something like that. Yo, these people, you gotta, whenever these guys got these arrests, you got to question them even further. You know what I mean? I guarantee if we was to pull up his federal number, that's what I said. Because every time you get arrested, you get a federal number. I don't know how many people knew that. And it details your arrest history. I guarantee if we was to look into this Black Panther dude, he got some questionable arrests. Some questionable solutions to his arrest. But these guys are fucking agents, man. And they working for Black Lives Matter, man. Or one of them antagonist groups. And their sole purpose is to manipulate black people. And it's sad because some of them are black people. And for the people that's quiet about it, they playing a role in it too. For the people that know like I know, and ain't saying nothing, they playing a role, they a part of it. They're a part of it, man. So they're a Fed agent. How the fuck is she home after being charged with a murder? In 2019. We need more details on the case. How you get out that case, man? When niggas got found guilty.
Destiny marijuana seller. She lured him into a location. When his car door didn't open, her accomplice, James Moore, shot him in the back. Malik Smith died. Destiny Bradshaw was charged with second-degree murder. The court documents are clear. She was intentionally aiding, advising, hiring, counseling, or conspiring with others to cause his death. She pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting in December 2020. The shooter, James Moore, got 30 years for second-degree murder. The other offender, Perkins, got 86 months for aiding an offender. So now you have a mother claiming to be a victim of police brutality who raised over $200,000 in donations, who got national sympathy for...
But what happened to her, though? How much time she caught? She probably told ain't getting no time and became a Black Lives Matter activist. Try to tell y'all, man. Y'all be thinking I've been telling y'all this for however long on YouTube now, man. I don't know why motherfuckers don't like listening. To me, that should just be crystal clear. I guess other people, it be a little foggy. Like, but I know how this should go. I've been in media for a while, y'all. And I've been on these type of people, Black Lives Matter, and I've been on their heels even longer.
Being an innocent mom, but just years ago, Catfish, a 20-year-old kid, set him up to be robbed, and he was shot in the back and killed. Now she's the face of the GoFundMe campaign, painting herself as a victim. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that people can't change, but when you see red flags, you have to acknowledge them. This story has important context that the media somehow didn't mention when they were running this innocent family narrative. Now, another problem I have is just how they reacted, especially with Sean Jackson when he first realized this was happening. If my 6-month-old just stopped breathing, if I truly believed that federal agents had nearly killed my baby through negligence or aggression, I would be destroyed. I would be shaking with rage. I wouldn't be able to speak. I would be demanding arrest. I would be screaming for accountability. Sean just seems calm, measured. I don't know, almost rehearsed. He's upset. Sure, but there's something off about that delivery. It doesn't match the severity of what he's describing. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but combined with everything else, combined with contradicting stories, the video evidence, the timeline issues, the criminal background, it feels performative. Based on the evidence, the timestamps, the video footage, the court records, the contradicting accounts, here's what likely happened. Destiny and Sean Jackson went to take their son to a basketball game. The game started at 5. At some point after, whether immediately or hours later, they decided to go to the protest happening in North Minneapolis. They brought all 6 kids with them. They parked the car, and then they left their children inside while they walked around and participated in a potentially violent protest. The situation got volatile. Federal agents deployed tear gas to disperse the crowds. One woman was shot and killed that day by the ICE officer. So at some point, either from the tear gas deployment or from the chaos, their vehicle was affected. The infant was exposed to tear gas, stopped breathing, and Destiny performed CPR. That part is probably true. The baby was probably in medical distress. I believe that happened. But instead of saying we made a terrible decision to bring our kids to a volatile situation and left them unattended, they created a narrative where they were just the innocent victims just trying to drive home. They claimed the truck lifted off the ground, airbags deployed, doors locked, made it sound like it was a scene from an action movie. And obviously with the media, they ran with it. No fact checking, no verification. CBS News sent an entire crew to film at home, but couldn't be bothered to check the timeline or look for video evidence. Real families who are actual victims of police brutality or misconduct, their stories get questioned because of cases like this. Real protests about actual injustice, people don't believe it because people exploit it for sympathy and fundraising. Real donors who gave money thinking they were helping innocent victims of police violence, it looks like they got scammed. That $200,000 went to people who endangered their own children and then lied about it. And no to a riot. They didn't
need to take them kids, man. For putting them kids in harm's way. This should be child abuse, neglect. Remember I said that in the original video. Ain't no way them kids supposed to be down there, yo. Because y'all knew they was down. And this before we knew that they actually got out protest. Even though it was always a question. But them kids should have never been nowhere near that motherfucking protest. You know how them protests can get. You know that shit violent. Y'all wanted to be a part of something, y'all put y'all kids in harm's way. That was the general synopsis or conclusion that we came in the original video before we got any of this information, because that's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. But they ran this false story to try to get people mad enough to say, you know what? Oh, they targeting us too. No, hell no. Them motherfuckers did that shit intentionally. Put their kids in harm's way, man. I'm telling you who they is. They ain't no different than the Paul Bird song dude, whatever the fuck his name is. Now let's get to him, because he's a fucking fraud too. So I found a video this nigga. I found a picture. Somebody, I posted them some of my videos on TikTok, and the motherfucker sends me this. Well, puts this in the comments. Look at this nigga, y'all. What? Look at this nigga right here. Hold up. Look at this nigga. These are the same people. Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, and hold up. It gets worse. It gets worse. I'm telling you, yo, we have to question everything, yo. It is imperative. You have to question everything, especially involving politics. And I'm so happy that black people are finally waking up to the games that the media plays on us, yo. We've been ignorant for too long. I don't know how long they thought they was going to get away with this shit. Similar to Umar Johnson. I don't know how long he going to scam me. Eventually, not everybody, but some people wake up and realize what's actually going on. Hold up, but I ain't done. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. Hold up. Listen to this dude right here, right? Listen to how he talks. Right here.
To the people, Chairman Paul Burshoff of the Black Panther Party. I'd like to invite everyone out to 2023 North Gratz, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19121, January 31st at 12 noon, to meet with myself and the reputable, notable Black Panther Party elders, original Black Panthers from the 60s that will be there to sit down with us, to talk with us, and learn with us, and grow with us, and also to authenticate us and to see who we are, getting tutelage, lessons.
Now y'all remember what we said yesterday, y'all can't authenticate you, but you, my nigga. Can't nobody co-sign that shit, yo. We don't want to hear from the old Black Panthers that's in their 70s and be willing to take $1, you know, you know, because a lot of them at that point they be detached from the movement. They don't really care like they used to, you know. They more than likely they just need money. So you can't bring some of these guys up there to stamp you. You are the only person that can stamp you, my nigga. And the way you do that is providing proof. We need to see your ancestry. You know, we need to see your parents, your grandparents, their parents. You know, like I told y'all, we need classmates. We need to verify who you actually is. But guess what? Listen to this nigga.
Oh, y'all remember him? Black Panther, safeguard replies, safeguard replace. That dumb shit.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me.
I did my homework, man. Boy is an agent. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. He tried to infiltrate the Pyru.
Interview we did 2 weeks ago with a protester. He talked about protesters in Portland being taken in unmarked vehicles by agents. But during the interview, he talks about gangs in Lansing.
You come try to snatch one of us, the rest of us gonna blast you. You better do that while we not with each other. And then you come to Sandhurst with the Pyrus and the gangster disciples is linked up at and try to snatch somebody over there. I dare you. Make sure you get this in Sandhurst. That's Sandhurst. Come over there, try to take somebody.
This guy is an agent, man. I called it and got.
Come on now, y'all. That man cosplaying, man. He'll be whatever they need him to be. He like NLE Chopper. You know what I mean? One minute here blood, next minute here Black Panther. Look, I seen the video when he was a Muslim. Look at this nigga, y'all. You niggas are actors, y'all. And it's sad that they think that we this fucking stupid.
That motherfuckers be mad.
That we gonna keep falling for the same old shit. Hold on, where the fuck is that video at? Look at this nigga. He a Muslim right here. Check you out. He part of the nation. Right here, he part of the Nation of Islam. That's why he changed his name so many goddamn times. Remember I told you how you changed your username 6 times in 3 years, bro? And where's all your previous posts? Why are they deleted? He started his Instagram page in 2022. The earliest post he got is February 2025. He already a Black Panther. Come on, y'all. So from 2022 to February 2025, you ain't post nothing. But you got 300-something thousand followers on Instagram. Man, come on, yo. We not stupid no more, yo. At least some of us. You know, we still got some work to do. You know, I think we probably at like 60-40. You know, 60% still ignorant, 40% waking up to what's really going on. We need to reverse that. We need that shit to be at like 80-20. If we want to see some real progression. But I ain't done. Hold on. We ain't done with y'all. We still clear? And let me know if we don't get clear. Hold on. I got another video of y'all, I think. Look, check them out right here.
Oh, y'all remember him? Black Panther Safeguard? Lil AC, a.k.a. Small Pop.
West Side. Tell me what this track is all about.
You know what? Although the cameras are on me, I want to give this to my son, Lil AC, and let him explain what this track is all about. How about that?
What it's about is a lot of cats haven't misconstrued it what being a Paru is, and I just wanted to fix that. So in the song, in the 2 verses, I'm talking about myself and how I handle things and see things, and then he's talking about being powerful, indestructible, revengeful, united, which is what Paru, the acronym for the street name, is. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically teaching these cats what it's really about. It's not about, oh, I'm shooting at them because they're wearing blue. It's not about the drugs and all that other stuff. It's about who you are as a man, who you are as an individual. So that's what the whole song is about.
Man, get this nigga the fuck out of here, man. Come on now, y'all. He got NLE Bird song. That might be his whole day. Get this nigga out of here, man. This nigga. I told you what I said in the original video. I said he might be BGF, Blood, Crip. He might be anything. Whatever they need him to be at the time, that's who he's going to be. That's why he hit the internet like he did the other day, man. Because there's a lot of money behind this nigga. He's a fucking agent. It's like they give you an option once you become a Fed agent. They're like, you know, you can be Black Lives Matter. You know, we can make you a part of Antifa. You know what I mean? I guarantee he got some charges on him. Guarantee you. Before he started code switching, I guarantee he got booked for something. Keep telling y'all, man, it's the same thing they doing with the internet. Same thing they doing with these influencers and bloggers. These niggas are agents, man. They agents. Placed here to control the narrative, y'all. The same thing I've been telling y'all for these 3 years on this bitch. Once I figured it out. All these guys have been on the news. All these guys that told. These motherfuckers are agents, man. They done infiltrated the urban section of the internet with fucking agents. And we be supporting them niggas and laughing at them niggas. Man, we gotta tighten up, man, as a whole. That man was a whole gang member. At least that's what he tried to portray. You know, at least that's what he was acting like. He was acting like a gang member. Man, acting. Talking about, yeah, I can bring the Panthers to authenticate. No, nigga, you can't nobody authenticate you but you, nigga. That's like nigga putting snitch allegations on your name. And you can be like, yo, look, yo, my man, look, I can bring my man. He didn't tell you I ain't no rat. No, bitch, bring the paperwork, nigga. Paperwork can tell us better than anybody can tell us. You know, bring some pictures of your family. I don't even think he black. I think he might be Hispanic. To be honest, might be Cuban or something. That man ain't no black American, man. Ain't no descendant of slaves, man. Talking about some Lansing, Michigan. Nigga, it's friendly as shit in Lansing. What are you talking about? On the news, talking about, yeah, you know, we're gonna do this, that, and the third. Whole time he a paid actor. Shit's sad, yo. It's sad, yo, that they think we this stupid. It just shows y'all how stupid they think we are, y'all. For, you know what I mean? Just shows y'all. They really thought that they was gonna be able to bring this guy on, and people was just gonna instantly get behind him without no questions. And the only reason they thought that because that's how it typically goes. He did it with Umar Johnson. He's a fucking agent. I told y'all they gave us Umar Johnson early because of the internet. There'll never be another black person in our lifetime that'll be able to gather that much support from the people like Umar Johnson did. Based off of what Umar Johnson did, which is steal, lie, manipulate, played on people's emotions. Now everybody's gonna have, now an organic person can't actually come up and really want to do something for the people and gather that much support because Umar Johnson fucked it up. That was the Umar Johnson play. Yeah, they did get Young Pharaoh. Got him out of there. What's up, Major? Snake House. Yo, see, but see, this the thing though, Drake. I'm more concerned about the black ones. Like, I don't care about, I ain't gonna say I don't care, but we can't expect so much from Adam and Vlad. You know, they outsiders. It's the black ones that's the problem, yo. Because they able to blend in. And that's why I be way harder on them than I do on Adam and Vlad. We know what they is. When it comes down to Vlad and Adam, I be more mad at the guys that go up there and support them. They go up there and sit down with them. Let you know what the type of shit they really on. The black ones are able to blend in. Yo, they do way more damage than Adam and Vlad could ever do. DJU TV does way more damage than Adam 22. Way more damage. Because niggas go up there under the false pretenses like he one of us. Whole time he's sending niggas off. Niggas get killed and shit after their interviews. I don't even know where the fuck he been at. That nigga disappeared for a while. Probably started getting to it. Probably realized he sold out. You know, because sometimes, you know, selling out affects some of these people. Because they don't realize they sold out until it's too late. Some of them that ignorant that they just buy into the system, not knowing that you're really selling your own people. And then when they realize they selling their own people, they be kind of fucked up about it. But some people like Charles White, they don't care. They'll sell niggas out to the end of time. They don't give a fuck as long as he getting some money and protected by the feds. He cool. But yeah, that's the man of Asia, yo. He ain't what he is. It shouldn't be not one person come up on January 31st to that meeting. There's nothing he can say. There's nothing he can say at a meet and greet that he can't say online. And he don't need, like I said, I don't want to hear him say anything. I want proof. I want proof. I want video footage. I want pictures. I want people that can vouch. And we need people that can vouch for them. Like real people that people know. They're like, oh yeah, I know you. I remember I went to school with him. His word good. If he can't give us none of that, then he no good, man. And it's sad that it got to be this way, yo, but this is how it has to be. Based off the history that these people got with black Americans. Gotta question the people extensively. And like I said yesterday, you can't let them make you think you're wrong for that. You're not wrong for questioning these people, man. You know, they got the people that get online and say things like that. Oh, you got a black man trying to do something and you got black people taking them down. No, black people just got questions because black people have been lied and preyed on for so many years that we don't trust nothing. And we got every reason not to trust nothing. Every reason. Yeah, question everything, man. I've been saying that for a while. Question everything. Don't ever just see something on this internet, especially pertaining to a situation like this, and just take it for what it is. No, fuck no, man. You gotta question the news, question the people they interview, question all that shit. I knew that story with that Minnesota thing wasn't truth. Wasn't the truth. Didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for a family to know that there's protests going on, because they did know. And for them to still go down there with the kids in the car. It didn't make sense. Talking about, oh, I just did it by mistake. I turned down the wrong street. Oh, nigga, I don't know, nigga. Like I said, I remember Freddie Gray, nigga. I ain't go down that bitch, because I knew where the rise was at. If I ain't want to participate, I ain't go down that motherfucker at all. I ain't go down that bitch sightseeing. I know what's going on. Niggas setting shit on fire, niggas running stores. I ain't want nothing to do with it. So I ain't go. They wanted everything to do with it, so they went and they put their kids in a fucked up situation. Now they trying to play victim. Nah, hell no, you ain't no motherfucking victim, bitch. You need to take your kids for that shit, for neglect. Dirty motherfuckers. Hate a sellout, y'all. Malcolm X warned us about these guys, man. The black sellout. The black sellout is a major problem in the community. We got a lot of them. And we support most of them. Not knowing that they sold out. Like I said, why Charlemagne ain't speak on these dudes, man? What's up with Charlemagne speak on everything, y'all? Why he ain't never say nothing about this Black Panther dude, man? Everybody seen him that day. He ain't say nothing because he knew it was a play. Because he part of the play too. He part of the play too. That's why they get people like Dame Dash on the platform and try to expose them or humiliate them. Or get Leo Cohen or what's the other dude name? The little short dude that Candace Owens don't like. You get that dude up that bitch, Nick Fuentes. You get Nick Fuentes up there and you let him just say some of the wildest shit out of his mouth, and you don't give him nowhere near the same type of question that you gave Dame Dash. That's why I don't watch these people, yo. I don't. Try not to. Only watch them when they come across my timeline and they do something so blatantly out of line that you have to address it. Other than that, I stays away from these motherfuckers, man. For real. I watch them through somebody else's page. Like if I see Seti Nash, I see that shit through Byron Blake. You feel me? Like, I can't watch that. I don't watch 1090J. I think all them niggas police. Cause me being on the internet, I know that you can put out some of the best videos and them bitches won't go viral. So when you see these guys who putting out mediocre videos, who takes is mediocre, and that shit is doing crazy numbers, you gotta question why. What's the difference? The difference is they working with the system. That's the difference. That is the difference. Yo, what the fuck is they doing? Yeah, infamous. You already know, man. Most of these people, man. Most of these, the feds took over the internet, man. And y'all know when it comes down to black people, they got to have their hand in. I don't know, we scared them people so much back in the day that they can't. They gotta have their people in, yo, and they have to have them at the top. They gotta try to, silence the independent voice in the black community. Only voice that can come up is the controlled voice. Now you can build a following. Some people go and slide between the cracks, but that's cool. They'll allow a couple to slide between the cracks. Long as out of 10 speakers, they might let 2 slide between the cracks, but 8 of them are gonna be fully controlled, and that's cool with them. that 8 is gonna have a much bigger influence than that 2. And that's how they do it. That's the game. That's the game. That is the game. But it's crazy though. Shorty. Like I said, the way he popped up on everybody's timeline the same day was a red flag. I'm talking about flags all over the field. You hear me? Unnecessary roughness, pass interference, roughing the quarterback, offsides. You just throw every flag you just throw every flag you can think of on the field. Hold the fuck up, man. We ain't doing this. No, hell no. we ain't doing this. Fuck that. We throwing flags out this bitch, huh? Red flags, yellow flags, white flag, whatever flag you got in your pocket. It could be a fucking Crip flag. We throwing that bitch. Cause y'all, we ain't doing that. We ain't jacking that. No, you was some bullshit. Straight up. Talking about Black Panthers can identify. What did he say? You know, authenticate. I didn't even know he could use words like that. Based off the other video, I didn't know authenticate was even part of his vocabulary. You feel me? Hold up. Listen to him. Listen to this nigga. Talk about authentication. This nigga. Hold up.
Tell me what this track. Oh, y'all little AC, aka Small Pop.
His name Small Pop.
Tell me what this track is all about.
You know what? Although the cameras are on me, I want to give this to my son, Lil AC, and let him explain.
Lil AC right there, y'all. How about that? Check Lil AC out.
What it's about is a lot of cats haven't misconstrued it what being a Paru is, and I just wanted to fix that. So in the song, in the 2 verses, I'm talking about myself and how I handle things and see things, and then he's talking about being powerful, indestructible, revengeful, united, which is what Paru, the acronym for the street name, is.
There are endless possessions of the Lakers just not doing.
Lil AC. Oh, y'all remember him?
Check
Black
him out.
Panther, safeguard replies, safeguard replies.
Check him out.
That dumb shit.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me.
I did my homework, man. Boy is an agent. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. He tried to infiltrate the Pyro.
Interview we did 2 weeks ago with a protester. He talked about protesters in Portland being taken in unmarked vehicles by agents. But during the interview, he talks about gangs in Lansing.
You come try to snatch one of us, the rest of us gonna blast you. You better do that while we not with each other. And then you come to Sandhurst with the Pyrus and the gangster disciples is linked up at and try to snatch somebody over there. I dare you. Make sure you get this in Sandhurst. That's Sandhurst. Come over there and try to take somebody.
This guy is an agent, man. I called it and y'all
What the fuck was his ass doing in Portland, man? This man supposed to be from Lansing, Michigan. All we in Portland. Now, the Black Panther headquarters is in Philly. Who's funding this nigga, man? Where all this money coming from? You know, it costs money to do that, y'all. It costs money to get to Portland and protest and be over there for months. Because that's what these guys do. Who's funding it, man? It's because, you know, it's so hard. It's like there's a lot of dollars behind this campaign. His campaign. Bluffing ass nigga. Bluffing ass nigga. Nobody tried to call his ass the other day. They ain't pick up. Answer the phone, bitch. We should have called his ass 5 times. We got questions, nigga. Out here trying to lie, trying to trick black people. Nigga probably got donations. Yo, that's all I had to talk about. I'm just saying, yo, be careful, yo. Watch, pay close attention, yo. Don't Fall for the play, man. And don't let these people. That's what they're trying to do. They got black people that make you try to make you feel bad for questioning other black people. Don't never fall for that shit. Don't fall for that. I ain't never gonna fall for that. Just like I told you, I don't believe all victims. You know, I don't believe everybody that claims they're a victim. I think that's stupidity to believe that, knowing that people lie. More people lie than tell the truth. There's more liars in this world than it is truth tellers. I'm willing to say you lied first. You got to prove to me you telling the truth. Straight up. You can't just put out a story and say, look, this is the truth, believe it. Fuck no. Where the facts? You niggas be lying all the time. It's just upsetting, yo, to know that they think we this stupid. Like, yo, that's crazy. They let you know that. For them to think that we this stupid, just let you know how much they've been getting away with for all these years. To think they was really just gonna be able to bring this guy out of nowhere, out the fucking clear blue sky, and place you at the head of something like the Black Panther Party, who was very influential, who was trying to make a change in the community. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo, to think that we wasn't going to question it. And thought that we were just going to get behind him. He was just going to lead us to the slaughterhouse. I'm about fighting police brutality. Like I told y'all, yo, I think we've been fighting police brutality long enough. I mean, there's some other things we can fight. Some other things we can fight. Like I said, we need to fight motherfucking bad parenting. The fuck? Fight propaganda. It's a lot we can fight, man. That I think we can get more. I think we can get better solutions. You already know, Tony. You already know we're gonna make fun out of it, because it is funny. It's funny that they think we just fucking stupid. Yeah, we know we gonna trip off, yo, out this bitch. That nigga, I wonder. Yo, we still gotta get to the bottom of his 6 name changes, yo. Your name probably was Pyru Paul. And what his Instagram name probably was Pyru Paul, yo, before he changed it. Fucking Pyru Paul. Motherfucking Malik Abdul. You know, because he probably was Malik Abdul at one point. You know, because it looked like he was part of the nation. So that nigga went from Malik Abdul to Pyru Paul to Paul Birdsong and whatever else, because he had 6 name changes. Fucking Black Lives Matter Slim. The fuck, these niggas crazy. Oh man, yo. Yeah, I think he done though. Ain't really no coming back for that. Now what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to get more fake, you know, more sellouts. They're gonna pay sellouts to co-sign them. That's the next play, you know, because they're not done. You know, they don't just give up easy. So they're gonna try to pay. They're gonna try to pay some more sellouts to co-sign them. You know, to try to give them validity. I just hope we don't fall for it. You know, because obviously what's going on. Yeah, I'm ready to be at work though, y'all. Make sure y'all share the live, yo. Make sure y'all hype the video. Share the live, hype the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Pass the word. So never did keep what you do. Get them up.